97 DS80. If you don't know the year of your 80 on the VIN number, I believe it's like the 10th one, somewhere around there. You can Google it. If not, it'll tell you the year. Mine is a 97. Look it up. It'll tell you your code for the year. After I got the bike, sat for 4 years. We put gas, oil. We changed the oil, and then we put two-stroke oil in the reservoir. This one is not a premix. And then a spark plug. Bump started it. This thing shifted through all the gears. It was good. Again, helped me clean the carb. Never cleaned the carburetor. It's a Mikuni carb. Not for sure if it's stock on the bike. I don't know. Not too mechanically inclined with this stuff. Again, just letting people know, like beginners like myself, like what we've done. We cleaned the carb, took it apart. He showed me how to do that. Air filter, definitely needs a new air filter. But it works for this. New chain, but chain lube on it. Works good. And then shifts, it's a 5-speed, shifts through all the gears just fine. A couple things I did do to the bike over time was, just put that thing on. I did buy some bars just off Amazon. Again, I'll drop everything that I buy bought for this bike in the description. Bars from Amazon. This kill switch, I believe, is from Amazon too, that came with this cable. Just wired up. Bought some little connections from AutoZone or O'Reilly's, whatever you prefer. Put those on there. Started, it was perfect. This way we could kill it. These handles, I did end up buying for the first time. I have the originals, but then the first time I bought anything off, should have known better. Actually, no, I bought these from a little shop that we had here where I live at, and turns out these were wrong. This piece, the bottom piece that it hooks in, was way far too big for what this bike underneath has. Maybe if it'll focus there. Let me see. Let me see here. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, right there. You can tell it's still a little even too big for that, but it works and it fits just fine. Pretty tight. Works really good. For the front brake cable, you can tell I fought it quite a bit. Tighten that up. Fought it quite a bit. I think at one point, I don't know if it was the clutch cable or the brake cable, I had to cut some of the sheathing off and just keep this part on there and pull it back, and then crunch it down. Or I did that here to get more cable in this way because I barely had any. And then for the front brake, I have had the front brake, this right here, slip off once or twice. What I did the first time is I cinched this nut down too hard, so it closed this gap right here. So for when it did fall off, when I was trying to adjust it, there was not a big enough gap for me to push it back onto the brake. If you take this off, if you don't know anything about this, I didn't know till I had to do it for this. I didn't know what my problem was. I took off the tire, unscrewed it from here, took the rod, axle, whatever it is, out, and then just shimmied the tire off. And then here, this is your brake hub. There's a shoe, I think they call it, inside. I never seen it until maybe a few weeks ago for the first time. If you guys don't know, I didn't know until I did it myself. So what I did, I didn't want to, but I took this completely off. I took a screwdriver and just kind of pried it a little bit so I could get a little bit more gap in here. As you can see, a little bit of the marks. I didn't want to get into the teeth. That scared me. But I got it on, and then I sent this down, and it's worked fine ever since. Gear shifter's the same. I don't know what these are for. Maybe if someone else knows. I don't know what that's for. I don't have a side plate for this. Finding plates for this thing or plastic kits is It's for me, it's been a little difficult. The years, I think from I want to say maybe 94 to like 99, 98, 99, they're all going to be the same. But 2000 was the last year they made this bike, and the plastics are different. They look just like a JR80 because in 2001 they did make the JR80. So the plastics for 2001 are different. I never hooked up the back brake light because I don't have a back brake. I have the lever, but I till this day, I kind of know what I need, but I didn't know up until I took that off and understood that this is a drum brake. Didn't know that. With this hook right here, you would have to look it up. I don't know exactly what pieces I need. I just know it's something that goes here, something that goes here, and then a bar that goes from here to here. I do know that, but I'd never done it, and just haven't put in really the time for that. The Kickstarter I had eventually. I think, I don't know what it was. I think the carb, I think I had some old gas in it that I was trying to kick out, and got a little frustrated, and I kicked the original one off. So the original one's over here. I did right here. I have found these. Some people are selling them on eBay, but what scared me was the teeth in here. So the teeth, as you can see, are kind of a little bit rounded off. So it really scared. And then when I went to go retighten it a few times, I snapped the bolt inside. As you can see, I tried to extract it. Didn't work. So then I just, got one off Amazon, but I'll drop it in the comments. And this thing, I'll upload a video of it running, and I'll upload a video of it tomorrow running, because I am trading this tomorrow, hopefully, for a 97 KX80. But I did want to make this video just to show that there are troubleshooting things with it. That, again, the people are just rebuilding bikes, but not really going into detail. I wanted to go into detail. I do want to make a video on the KX, on the carb cleaning and everything I do with the KX. I wish I would have done it with this, but I also was pretty illiterate doing it at the same time. But this thing works great. Didn't miss a beat. The actual Kickstarter itself is great. The teeth are there. It's perfect. I did buy a little bit of hose on Amazon. This hose right here was cracked right there. But so it was leaking a little bit from the reservoir, because this part hooked onto the nipple in there. But got this hose on there, clamped on that side, clamped here, and it's good. Gave it a little bit of slack because I had no play in this to cut whatsoever. This piece goes down into the motor on this side right there. I really didn't want to take this off and replace the whole entire cable, because it works fine. For what's next, the clutch. So I also ordered a clutch, clutch cable. The clutch cable is new. When I first put it on, I forgot to order the pin, so I had some Ethernet cable and a zip tie holding on, which worked great. But recently, because I was trading it, I wanted to put this bolt on. When I put this bolt on, whoever had it last, I don't know what they had down there, or what that is from. Again, I got this bike off the curb, and I just put a bolt, washer, and a nut over here, and it's worked great. I accidentally put I gave it slack, and I put this way forward, like up here, and when I went to go engage a clutch, you could feel it shift, because I was shifting without the clutch, and it wouldn't engage. So and then I started noticing, I tried to and it would be back here again. So then I noticed I would put the clutch up here again, and by the time I would do the, where you pull the cable and get it in there, it would be back in this position. So I was like, okay. I looked at some old photos I had of the bike when it was working, and then I looked at this again. I gave it some slack. Also, this right here, when you are putting this this piece over the top of this, you have to make sure this circle piece right here with the teeth is turned counterclockwise and then you put that piece on. I don't know why. That is one of the things that I did video I have seen myself that works good. And then I just moved it from, instead of having it up here, I put it back here. Clutch works perfect. I'll maybe take a couple videos tomorrow before I hopefully trade this thing for the KX80. I think that's really it for this video. I'll make another one here soon on some other things.